Is your Wi-Fi's good for me? Hey.
Wi-Fi. We're live again.
Again?
Who'd have thought?
Who thought? It's redemption time.
Back again. Or not, maybe let's wait for some subs
let's
to come in before we really get too far into it.
What is happening?
What's going on? Did I read that right?
I'm already starting to sweat.
Ian, dude, you're in the hot seat.
Lightning
storm.
strikes.
What's
This is
up?
awesome.
Yeah, so
Hey,
my man, I know that guy. You just played that festival, the Irish festival, right? Start with Take On Me. I was wondering who was gonna bring up the band Aha.
Aha.
We're not actually talking about
one of my favorite songs to teach when it comes to chord tones.
Mm-hmm.
The
Really?
Something like that. Yes.
Hey. So
I heard someone was trash talking me this morning.
yeah. So earlier, Justin and I were kind of ripping on Ian a little bit.
It's okay.
Because it's what we like to do. Fave guys on
That's
YouTube.
fine. Yeah,
Which, first of all, some of you subs. All right, if you didn't see the earlier live feed, me and Justin were kind of ripping. I don't know if I can say your name. Oisin O'Toole? I don't know. Sorry. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, so me and Justin were kind of ripping on this guy earlier.
Yep,
and then he joined the live feed later. And he's like, hey guys, what's going on? Good to see you. And then all you subs were like, oh, they've been ripping on you the whole time, Ian. They've been ripping on you. Oh, you're not going to believe what they said. You're going to hear it back.
It's okay.
Tattled. You all tattled on me. You sold me out.
Ian equals goat.
No, that means greatest of all time.
Oh,
by the way.
I thought I looked like a goat, which I'm like, great, that's cool. It's cool.
Maybe he does.
Greatest of all time.
I don't know. It's not done.
done.
All right, you got us. Not done. But that's kind of like our brand.
But it's dawn somewhere.
It's always dawn somewhere. And it's always darkest before dawn.
Oh, look at that.
But here we go. It's Ushian.
Ushian.
I held it down. Very cool, man.
Nice. That's
yeah.
awesome.
Well, this is amazing that I actually have Ian.
What?
In a noticeable like what?
Sorry, somebody said you have a hickey somewhere already. So,
it's a birthmark, man. I get that all the time.
Yeah, that was from
all
Justin.
the time. Hey, Ian, what up, Red Walrus?
Oh, what's up, Red Walrus?
Red Walrus, a great commenter.
Great commenter.
Shout out to you.
He's always on the feeds.
Always. I love it.
That's awesome. And we'll talk really quickly about my aha moment of how fast my beard grows like a weed.
That was one of the things that was mentioned this morning.
When I was 12
How
years
old are each of us?
I will be turning 38 in a couple of weeks.
And I turned 34 a couple weeks ago.
Yes.
Now, the funny thing about Ian turning 38 is he actually thought he was turning like 40.
I thought I was turning 40.
Until he did the math. And realized he was 2 years younger than he thought he was.
I gained 2 years. I'm like, you know how excited I was to gain 2 years
yeah,
of my
I saw
life?
you the day after. You're like, you're not going to believe this.
I'm 2 years younger than I thought I was. This is great. Man,
dope version of Spoon. Thank you for watching.
That was a dope version. And also, his version of Welcome to the Machine, I think, was in the tops.
Oh,
in the
thank
tops.
you.
That
Thank
was
you.
awesome.
Yeah, I just posted that a couple hours ago.
I am a dog murderer.
And a human murderer. That should come first in like the things that
dog.
you murdered.
By the way, you guys can't see this, but we're over. This is probably one of the best views in all of history, and there's a lightning storm over the Gulf of Mexico, and it is awesome. So if I seem distracted, it's because I was watching some lightning balls. Yeah, go ahead.
Let's see how this. Boom. Got it.
I
don't know how that looks.
Whatever,
I have no idea. I'm just moving stuff around.
That's good.
Some tips on building pools.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Ian's building a pool. That's his aha moment.
Yeah.
Don't build your own pool.
Yeah. Again, it's a surprise. It's a surprise for my family when they come home. So hopefully they don't see this. But yeah, it has taken on a life of its own, and it's been crazy. It's been crazy. You know, just absolutely crazy. Sean lives in a multi-million-dollar compound, a room for everyone. Yeah, they're all chained to their beds.
Chained to their beds?
Chained.
Oh, chained to the beds.
Chained.
No, they're not chained to the beds. By the way, sponsored by Cavito. Speaking of sex slaves, our new sponsor. Thank you, Cavita's cleansing probiotic apple cider vinegar tonic.
Oh my God.
Actually, not true, but I kind of want them to sponsor me.
Yeah, why not?
Because I drink a lot of these now.
Yeah.
Not a lot, maybe every other day.
Probiotics. Do you? Probiotics are good.
Yeah.
Hey, Sean, I have an idea.
Yeah, what's your idea?
Well, no, but not an idea, but like, what do you think about? We already discussed this, but I'm setting up as if it's brand new.
Like, oh.
Hey, I have an idea for you.
Yeah.
Oh, let the rain fill it and pool done. Actually, hold on. Before we do that, Cushian? What's Cushian? You're kind of right. Cushian. You're kind of right. I leveled the land, and then it rained, and it like leveled it for me afterwards. I was like, yeah, so that was awesome.
Like the power of the earth.
Yeah, I was like, thank you, heavens. It was great. What do you think about doing a real podcast?
I think I'm down. We talked a little bit about this earlier.
Yeah.
It's got to gotta do the podcast.
Whether
I think we can do the audio from some of the live feeds.
That's not bad. We can put those up.
Put them up. Might as well.
And
then maybe have like a weekly, every other week.
I think we should get. We should have something like Ian's Show on the Dawn or something podcast, and we should get a phone number, give people a time of day where we go live. Or
just do it.
Or call. They can call us, or we can leave messages and we can call them, kind of like on Phone a Friend. Like, hey, be free at like this time. We'll call you. And
we can have contests, live contests. I like it.
I think the podcast idea is good. We just gotta schedule it so that like I'm.
Well, if you haven't watched Dazed and Confused from the song remains the same, Jimmy tears the guitar and he went, oh, for sure.
Yes,
of
course.
Oh, God.
Who hasn't seen that?
Yeah, come on.
That's when I realized his Pinky was better than anything I could possibly do. You know.
Okay.
Will the podcast have video? Yeah. Well, we don't know.
I think we might. All right. So if we're gonna do a podcast, we might as well live stream it to YouTube.
Oh my God! Could we wear headsets and talk to people like, hey?
I have the SM7B microphone already too.
That's gonna be awesome.
I can act like I.
Well, we can do video and audio. We can take the audio, make them audio, and have video. Sure. That's great.
Cool. So we're doing it. And even if you can't commit, I can always replace you easily.
Easily, because I can't commit
very easily. It's hard to get him. Yeah, especially when now you're gonna have a pool.
Yeah, I'm not getting out of it.
Come on. Yeah.
Look at the clouds over there. It looks like somebody dancing upside down.
Don't tease the subs.
So awesome.
So we're talking about aha moments.
Aha moments.
It was specifically going to be about like guitar that we've had on guitar.
Hey.
What's going on, Amir? Good to see you.
Pool podcast.
Pool cast.
Can I be eating a tomato slice out of the water? Like in what movie is that? I forgot.
Really sure
the guy's eating. Oh, it's Deuce Bigelow, Male Gigolo, where
never saw that.
He's eating the lettuce and the mayo. Okay.
Rob Schneider is the stapler. That's South Park reference.
Oh, okay. I don't watch.
Aha moments.
Aha moments on guitar or live?
Sure. We can start with guitar. Maybe we can transition into life.
Aha moment.
At some point.
They met on Farmers Only.
Farmers Only. I think it's like a farmers dating service.
Oh, is it?
I think.
Are you moving soon? Is he moving soon?
No, I'm not moving. Oh, out of this place? Oh, I'm in an interesting living situation right now. I'm staying in Sarasota for a while though. Are you moving? Is that your way of announcing to me and saying, "Hey, man, I'm gone. Man.
It's over."
It's over. See you.
All right.
No, I'm good. My roots. Yeah. These colors don't run. As Toby Keith says.
Is that what he says?
I think he's. Yeah.
When I realized that 90% of my favorite solos were.
That was on the list. That was on the list.
Are you bugging us?
Yeah.
That was literally verbatim. Like, and I had to realize, like, 90% of every solo was a minor pentatonic.
They're all minor pentatonic, just soaring minor pentatonic.
But what's important is it's the 10% also that's different. And I'm not trying to sound like, it's 10%. But, like, the Stairway to Heaven guitar solo, 90% pentatonic with some notes that don't match up. And you go, where they come from.
The minor scale.
Yeah, and you're like,
aha.
Okay, so I can't believe that guy just brought that up. But that big aha moment is that the stuff we listen to is the same stuff over and over again. It's just the heart that's implied with it.
For sure, and the phrasing.
Phrasing.
Because we're all using the same notes.
Yeah.
Phrasing is important.
Phrasing. It turns out that people hate my phrasing with Hendrix video.
There we go. No,
I'm kidding.
Brought to you by Kavita.
Brought to you by Kavita.
Thank you.
And water.
And the Cubs.
The Cubs.
Big Cubs fan.
We are sponsored by the Chicago Cubs.
That'd be pretty cool. The official guitar teachers of the Chicago Cubs.
Yeah. Oh, hello, Brazil. When we get around to it.
Great question.
Yeah.
Maybe tonight. I'll just knock it out tonight.
We really, it's almost done. Now it's just putting it together, and let's be honest. 1, 4, 5, 6 is a very important chord. That's a aha moment, but let's be honest. We have a fun time tracking and creating ideas, but mixing, I hate it.
I can't stand it.
I can't stand it. Mixing and editing.
It's like I feel like I will be sitting there for hours and make something sound worse.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm getting better, for sure.
Yeah, that's an aha moment. We're creators.
All right, so my aha moment, my biggest one on guitar, actually knowledge-wise, you should have Rob Thomas as a guest on your podcast. Yeah. He's available.
Hit him with a...
Cheers. Cheers. That's cool. We start cheersing more.
Yeah, cheers. Cheers. Oh, that could be our catchphrase. Like, whatever our podcast is, and cheers. All right,
cheers.
Go ahead. So what's your aha moment?
Real quick. What does 1, 4, 5, 6 mean? That's just a progression somebody said.
Chord progression.
It's a progression like a C major to a F major.
If you watch our video, How to Write a Song, part 1, we go over the C major scale, the chords involved. We give them numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and we pick them out of a hat, and that will help kind of understand the chord progression.
And that was actually 1, 4, 3, 2.
Right.
I believe.
Well, ours 1, 4, 3, 2. Yeah.
Yeah. Purple Rain 1, 4, 5, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, Purple Rain is 1, 4, 5, 6 is very powerful. The 1, the 4, the 5, the 1, 4, and 5, of course.
That's my aha moment.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Is the major scale and figuring out how it actually pertains to something practically useful. because I would always play pentatonics. Yep. I knew the pentatonic scale. People told me to learn the major scale, so I learned the major scale. And I was like, how does this work? Like, what are modes? I don't understand any of this. And then I finally figured out, nobody told me, it just came. It's like, wait a minute, these chords that all go together are triads built, stacked thirds
from the scale
to make chords, and then everything opened up.
Everything, oh yeah.
And arpeggios opened up the fretboard.
Absolutely.
All came from chord building for me.
Yeah, Crazy Train is 1s, 4s, and 5s, and 6s. I was actually going to do Crazy Train, I think. Did you do it already?
That was my first riff deconstruction.
Oh, never mind. I'm not going to do it then. I want to talk about it. No, I don't want. We're not playing the same. We're going to have the same exact idea on the song. Double drop D with A, but that's just what?
I also have another guitar aha moment.
What was that?
When I realized that I sucked. Right? So the first year I played guitar, I had no friends who played guitar. I just kind of picked it up. I was teaching myself on the internet. And I could play the intro to Stairway. Yeah, this is really live.
This is live. We'll wave.
Yeah. So I was like, I could play the intro to Stairway to Heaven. I could play some Hendrix songs badly. I'm like, I think I'm pretty freaking good at guitar, right? So then I had to return this amp to Guitar Center, okay? So I bring this amp back. Yeah. To this whatever, this kind of like dirty looking Guitar Center dude. Again, I got love for GC, used to work there.
Yep.
Dirty looking Guitar Center guy is like, all right, well, let me test it out. And I'm like, you do that, sir.
Yeah.
And then he just like takes some crap guitar and just starts shredding it. And I'm like, wow, like this guy, he's just shredding the amp. Amp sounds great. And I'm like, man, maybe this is just one of these guys with these stories you hear about. But a guy wayward soul lost his way, ended up at a Guitar Center just to pay the bills.
This is the guy that you hear about.
Yeah. And then he's like, hey, can you come over here and test this amp for me?
These guys are ratting you out so hard.
You're still tattling on me.
Go ahead.
Even afterwards.
I watched the whole video.
He saw all of it.
You don't have to rat him out. I know what he said. Don't worry.
Yeah. So the Guitar Center dude's like, I'm like, this guy's amazing. So he's like, I can't hear what's wrong with him. Hey, and then he called another guy from like Pro Audio, like not even like in the guitar section. And he grabs the guitar and he just starts shredding it. And I'm like, what? Like, is it possible that I suck at guitar and everybody's good? And that was like an aha moment. I was like, I am not that good at guitar.
You're like, oh man.
Yeah. And that humbled me when every single Guitar Center employee just like totally just like.
That's funny.
Yeah. And then ever since that.
You're driving home. You're like.
Yes. With the amp that I wasn't able to return because there was nothing wrong with it. Even though
when I play, this sounds like crap. That's so funny. Oh, we got a helicopter coming.
Wow. This is how's that for production value?
I got a helicopter.
There's Justin.
All right. That's the Sarasota PD checking us out. That's right. Making sure
everything's on the up and up over here.
Security around the perimeter.
Yeah.
I'll tell you about. Well, I have an aha moment where growing up on Long Island, there was a Sam Mash in Huntington, and I'd go there, and there, I was young, 15, 12, 13, and my parents dropped me and my friend off for a little bit, and there were so many amps to choose from, so many. Fender, Crate.
Oh.
Well, I mean, those are the two names I can remember. Whatever.
Sure, of course, everything.
And I remember like plugging in and listening to people talk about them, and me not getting what they talked about, like what was different between this amp and this amp. And then I realized, no, Sean has not played my Fred guitar. I should bring it over. I should bring it over one day.
That thing looks like a beast.
It is a beast. I have two of them. And then realizing there, you have to trust yourself. I know it sounds weird. When it comes to buying an amp, you trust yourself. You listen to the sound of the amp, and if you like it...
I appreciate my namesake being passed on by that guy who's going to name his son Sean.
Oh, it's
awesome. I appreciate
that,
man.
I'm sorry. He's going to live a life of being bullied and... No kidding. Yeah. He's going to be a sharpshooter. All right.
He'll be a sharpshooter.
You're from Italy. That's pretty awesome. But anyway, an aha moment is being at the shop and realizing, like, you know what? I'm just going to trust my opinion when it comes to amps, because everybody has different opinions when it comes to amps.
Of course.
And there's a million different amps. And if I like it, I like it. So that was a good aha moment, just realizing, like... It doesn't matter about what other people say.
Yeah, the gear, it's... If it made it to a store, like a big box store, the gear is probably decent at worst.
Yeah.
Even like Ian, the staunchest defender of the Line 6 amps that I know.
Yeah.
I also am a defender of the Line 6 Spider amps.
Oh.
Everybody else on the internet hates on those amps.
No, they're pretty good.
It's like, find me another $100 practice amp.
That
isn't going to just start on fire when you plug it in.
Yeah, right. And
also, come on.
And also, well, that was a little harsh.
Yngwie sucks.
I mean... Okay.
Dude, I'm kind of with you on
that.
that.
I know, but I'm like...
I heard a story about Yngwie Malmsteen. That he was like in, and I'm just going to assume this is true. He was like in like a recording session, with like amps everywhere. And the takes were unusable because the sound guy's like, listen, you're going to have to take some of that jewelry off because the sound of his jewelry shaking was like being picked up by the microphones. And he refused to take his jewelry off. And they had made him change out the microphones.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Again, that's just a story I heard.
That's so funny. I want to see, out of every... That's great. Anyone here, and be honest, do you have a scalloped neck guitar?
Have you? Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, why? What do you want to say about scalloped neck guitar?
Have you seen him? He's by
watching someone play. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, like, tabs do have some an art form to follow, but
all right, that's an aha moment. Scalloped guitar. If you don't know what scalloped neck guitar is, basically, so there's your fretboard and there are frets. A scalloped neck is when you kind of groove the frets down, so they're super easy to play. You just have to touch them.
And also, but they're super easy to play. But there's a big like divot between the frets, and if you over push, you go. Meh, you get this. Yeah. I mean, it's really developed for like a super light touch and fast guitar playing.
So you can just fly. Like I remember we had one of them. I think it was the Malmsteen Strat that we had in the when at Justin's Guitar Shop. Back
yeah, and you get them and go.
And I was like, I'm so fast. I'm shredding. It's unbelievable. But then you try to play a chord and it's like, oh.
Anyways.
Scalloped neck guitars. I don't know. To me, it's kind of a novelty. If you're into shredding, then you can totally go
How many scalloped neck guitars do you think sell a day in the United States? One?
That's probably a good question, actually.
It has to be one.
I love the pictures on Reddit of people who try to scallop their own necks, like with a Dremel.
Router?
Yeah, like those are like fantastic.
Oh my god, but like,
oh man,
a scallop neck. That's just so odd to me. I remember getting it, being like, I don't understand this. What about other aha moments?
Any aha life moments?
See you never 5 minutes live for the first time. I can say you both have gold hearts. Oh, thank you.
Hey, we appreciate it, man.
We love sharing the knowledge. Keeping guitar alive.
That's what going live is about.
Oh, by the way, do you think...
The community of... Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was just going to say some heartfelt stuff about...
Go ahead, please.
I mean, it wasn't honest. It wasn't true.
Okay.
It just would have sounded good.
That article about guitars dying that came out like a month ago that everybody's talking about...
I didn't hear about that.
Yeah, I read it. I've not read it, but like I think it's bullcrap. I think it's just an advertisement for like the guitar community. Like they all came together and be like, let's write an article on guitars dying.
That would be brilliant.
And like people buy it
and then
more.
they'll overreach.
Because I mean, not for nothing, you have almost 100,000 followers.
Yeah, and I'm not even one of the bigger channels. Like there's like like,
it's guitar ain't going anywhere for a little bit. I mean, we're reviving it.
Yeah.
But like.
I mean, yeah, it's a lot of pressure on us.
Oh, God, yeah.
So we need your guys' help to kind of keep it going.
Stanley Jordan tunes the whole guitar force. Well, yeah, because Stanley Jordan plays it, Doug called it something stick. Something stick.
I don't know.
He plays his guitar in the style of an instrument. I forgot the name of it. That's tuned to fourths. It comes from, it's an old-timey type instrument. The something stick. I can't remember. But Doug, who is a musical genius,
Doug, we gotta get Doug on this show.
Oh my god,
sometime.
Doug would kill it. Doug would kill it.
Stanley Jordan is tuning his body into a woman. Can't really comment on that. I don't know Stanley, but hey, whatever. Lost a little respect for Sean when he trashed Slash this morning.
That's right.
I take that.
That's right.
I understand.
It's okay.
Hey,
you know what? He is who he is, and he likes who he likes. And you can crap on him for days if you want to.
What was this? Somebody asked your thoughts about John Mayer's playing. I'm a John Mayer fan.
Okay.
Oh.
You ready?
Yeah, sure.
He's super talented. But I can't... Whenever I ask, hey, guys, I want something to break down. Because you did Slow Dancing in the Burning Room, which I think is one of the best riffs to break down.
I think it's his signature riff.
Right. Personally. But after that, like, he's just a great guitar player. But it's like, people are like, do this, do this, do this. And I'm like, he's just really good.
Yeah.
I don't think
he's versatile.
He's versatile.
Which is going to be interesting how history remembers him.
He's
because honestly, like I think he's a blues player that doesn't play a lot of blues.
No, not anymore.
Well, yeah, I mean back in the day for sure, a little bit more.
I think like John Mayer will be remembered as the ultimate, and don't get me wrong, I mean like, but the ultimate studio musician who happened to be playing live.
Okay, cool.
Because he could.
Sure.
I mean, he's awesome, but. When people want to say, "Hey, do something in the mind of," or Masters of Melody for John Mayer, I'm like, you just name the song, but nobody really names like, they say
Neon. Something Like Olivia, yes. That's in my top 5 John Mayer songs for sure.
The Queen of Something.
California?
Like, yeah. Right? I'm going to be doing the solo to that, because I listened to that, and that solo he does has some good movement, going from like minor to major and stuff like that. Like
I like the solo from Gravity.
Is there a solo in Gravity?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Well, I don't listen to music at all, so...
Stone Age, Queens of the Stone Age, yeah.
Oh, this guy, that's
Man,
this guy.
I love Queens of the Stone Age so much.
He does, totally.
That was an aha moment for me.
What?
The first concert I ever went to. You know about this? It was Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Okay.
I was at this big arena. My mom worked at a bank, and she got me tickets to like in a box type thing.
Okay.
Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Yep.
The openers were Mars Volta.
Oh, yeah.
And Queens of the Stone Age.
Nice. Oh, that's actually...
Mars Volta sucked at the time. They kind of got booed off the stage.
Are you serious?
Yeah, Flea had to come out and be like, you guys need to start being nicer to Mars Volta. It was weird.
Wow.
Yeah,
Whoa.
Yeah, this is natural lighting, by the way.
It is natural lighting.
It's the Twilight, it's not the dawn. But,
yeah, Ian and Sean, the Twilight dawn.
Yeah, so then I was like, okay, whatever, just, rock live band, I get it. Queens of Stone Age come out. Josh Homme comes out, takes the mic. We're Queens of the Stone Age. Goes right into Go With the Flow.
Oh,
no, Go With and I was just like, whoa.
Yeah.
Like, I'd heard No One Knows at the time on, MTV or whatever. But they came out and they just rocked a 30-minute set, and it was so awesome. I was like, aha. These guys have it.
It's funny.
Awesome.
I had a similar moment when I was 13 years old, and I saw Primus live at the Roseland Ballroom. I think I told you this. Front row. Mm-hmm. And it was it was the Tale of Punch Bowl tour, I think, and they all came out dressed up as penguins. And I might have told a story. And Tim Alexander was on drums. And I had never, ever seen a drummer so brutal, but like this the entire time. Like he was just like not smiling and just so serious. And I was like, that guy's really effing angry. But the more I listened to him, I said, oh my God, like it is so important to be listening to your drummer. I realized like they're a band. It's not individual musicians. Like they're timed, and it started me like focusing on drums more. And when I got to Zeppelin, I was always focusing on John Bonham. Like you need to really listen to drums when you're a musician, because they have the rhythm section. They keep it going. For
sure. And kind of like I think how you did in one of your lessons, how you can break the guitar into kind of components of a drum kit.
Actually, yes, and bring them up. Yes, very true.
So check that out. On this guy's channel. The Stich Method.
Whoa.
It's great.
Whoa.
And everyone is asking for thoughts on someone. Well, we have thoughts.
On who?
People are just asking our thoughts on random things.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
I guess so.
Aha moment. Guitar. Let's see. What other guitar stuff?
What about life? What about a life aha moment?
Muppets.
The Muppets, like the
Kermit
the Frog.
When I realized that they were just people's hands up the puppets' asses, I was traumatized.
Did you have to say it like that?
Yeah. Yeah, I was really like...
Wait, are they all... None of them are marionettes? They're all...
Well, when I realized they were fake... Ian, in the mind of Neil Young, what song? Are we talking Harvest Moon? Are we talking, like... What other... I'm just trying to think of, like, in the mind of... That would be a Masters of Melody video.
Animal was a great drummer. He was a great drummer.
Oh, actually, I used to be scared of Dr. Teeth from the Muppets. Dr. Teeth scared the crap out of me.
Which one is that?
The singer, or the piano player. I couldn't stand him. Couldn't stand him.
A lot of the Muppets kind of scared me. I was never a big Muppets fan.
Somebody just typed in Keith Moon. I left the Grateful Dead to see Primus. Yeah. Oh, cool. Okay. Yeah, Primus is great.
Primus over Grateful Dead. I understand that.
Whoa, there's a kayaker in the water whose like tail end is being lit up by the sunset. That's pretty awesome.
So romantic out here.
Okay, podcast name: Dad and the Playboy. Dad and Playboy.
We do need a good podcast name.
I don't
know what the podcast name is going to be.
We have to, yeah. John Bonham is the drummer, case closed. I'll have to agree with that. Now, I'm not going to crap on Keith Moon, but I will tell you that, to me, if you are a drummer, you have to work with your engineer to get your drum sound as you play.
New sub, welcome to the party.
Oh, what's
Lindsay.
up? What's up? And I feel like John Bonham and Jimmy Page, when they were mastering, they got that, But when you listen to Keith Moon, who could have been doing awesome, all of his recordings sound like, and it's all light. It's not thunderous.
It is weird because it's like, by all accounts, a thunderous band.
It's a thunderous band. When you listen to the recording, it's like sounds like he's tapping with pencils on the desk. And I'm like, I just couldn't get into it. So like Bonham like won my heart because of the production value.
And produced by Jimmy Page.
Another aha moment when you were writing a song, production value. Asking for Young, please talk about it. Okay, Neil Young. We'll talk about him. Inventor of the electric train throttle. Believe it or not.
What?
Neil Young, look it up. Invented. You know, like the toy trains, the dial and speed thing. He invented that.
I don't.
Come on, you guys know it's true. Let's wait. Somebody knows it's true.
Neil Young, the conductor.
Neil Young, the guitar player and musician. The Rezostat. There it is. His brother. I think like his brother has like cerebral palsy or something. His brother couldn't really use his arms and loved toy trains, so he invented this thing where his brother could use the toy trains, and he invented. Neil Young did.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Neil Young seems like kind of like just a beast.
It's true.
Very thoughtful guy.
I mean, I like Neil Young. He's very raw. Like, he's raw. And that's what's really impressive. And if you guys want to watch a Farm Aid on 4/20, 1999. 4/20, 1999 Farm Aid. Fish played with Neil Young. And it's one of the most weirdest performances you'll ever see in your entire life.
I can't even imagine.
It was so weird.
Here's what I'll say about Neil Young's playing. Great guitar player who's accessible.
Yes.
You know, there's nothing that he can do that, like, you can't do if you practice for a little bit. You know what I mean?
It's true, yeah.
It's not like some other...
He's raw. You know, somebody just wrote Neil is God, and somebody wrote Neil is too sad. And I don't... Do you think I can sing?
Yeah, Ian can sing.
I don't think I
can. He sounds like Jeff Tweedy from
I do
Wilco.
not at all.
He does.
I can't keep a tune. I whisper. It sucks. Okay,
no, Ian can sing. Trust me.
You know, I like the bands Fish and Grateful Dead because I'm happy. I'm not saying you're not happy, but like that resonates with me. Neil Young I don't listen to too much because his stuff is sad, and I get it. And when you're in a sad mood and you have those intense emotions, you bond with it. But like, I teach guitar for a living, right? We live in paradise.
That's right.
I'm happy. You know, like, so I don't...
We had some vegan tacos.
Vegan taco night.
Beautiful.
It was Taco Tuesday and Friday. Cheers.
Hey, Kavita. There we go. Friday night. Ian's family's still out of town.
Still out of town.
For what, 2 more weeks, right?
I think so. Allman Brothers are great. I can't imagine Ian listening to some Tom Waits. There's one Tom Waits song that I love. I forgot the name of it, but like, not just one, but there's one that like, I forgot the name of it.
Hold on. What? Suicide, Chris Cornell, Kurt Cobain, Lane Staley, and the dude from STP. The dude from STP. His name is Scott Weiland. Thank you very much.
By the way, Scott...
I thought that was a drug overdose. Was it suicide?
No, it was drug overdose. It was drug overdose.
It was a drug overdose.
But,
I mean, what, you could say same difference, I guess.
Sean has never met...
I've never met his family. Never. They keep me away.
Maybe my daughter, my wife once.
Like a long time ago. Remember at the Sarasota Guitar Company Christmas party?
Yeah.
Like that.
Right. Remember when I announced we were pregnant? Remember I said like, thank you so much for coming out, and we're pregnant again. That was good. Yeah. That was fun.
And he keeps me away. Keeps me away from the family. I can't explain why.
I don't know.
I would be a perfect uncle figure.
Yeah, Sean, you'd be awesome. You could jump in the pool anytime and have fun.
I don't trust that pool.
Neither do I. I don't.
That's gonna be interesting.
I know. It's like. The land is level, but like in Florida, like all of the land is like sand. So no matter how much you pack something down, it's sand.
Like I'm not going down a sinkhole in that pool.
Oh, that'd be terrible.
No. Just a good Uncle Sean.
Yeah, good Uncle Sean is good. He's a good guy. Let's see. I can get PewDiePie image. Yeah.
A lot of people give me the PewDiePie thing.
PewDiePie, Steve Martin. Who else?
I get Chris Pratt more now, which I'm very flattered about.
I watched Guardians of the Galaxy for the first time ever.
Oh, you did?
Yeah,
it's boring. Cool.
Okay, no, it was good. It was good. Oh, somebody said, "Can I ask a question?" Go ahead, ask the question.
Ask away. That's what we're here for. That's what we're talking about. Aha moments.
Aha moments. Oh man. So, what other aha moments? I think I was getting bit by something.
Yeah. The bugs in Florida are not the best.
Best amp for under $450. It's the one for $449. I don't know. I mean, like, it depends what you want. Do you want a modeling lamp? Do you want a tube amp? You know, you can get a Blues Junior if you work it for $449. And then it's the best amp under $450.
Or sometimes you can get like AC-15. Those are money.
Do you mean Bogner?
Bogner. Good old Bogner.
Oh, I hope he meant Bogner.
Yeah, you know, I've only played one Bogner amp, honestly, and it was pretty cool.
The Alchemist.
The Alchemist, yeah.
In the purple thing.
Yeah. No, yeah, so I'm with you on that. Yeah. Blues Junior. Love the Blues Junior.
Why not?
A Gorilla amp? Never heard of that.
I had a gig last night and I sucked. My second gig ever. Some advice for gigs.
So why'd you suck? Like, what happened?
What happened? Why'd you think you sucked?
The gig sucked or you actually sucked? Because first of all, you got to be practiced.
Yeah, that's it. You really got to practice the F. You got to go in there as if it's not a show. It's just another practice session. And you're comfortable 100%. With every move. I mean,
otherwise, that's when the nerves come.
Oh, even if the nerves come, and let's talk about nerves. Aha moment. Nerves are going to come no matter what. So embrace it and get on stage and do it. Like, that's it.
You know, my nerves are kind of interesting, actually.
Yeah, same here.
I don't. So, all right. So, me and Allie played this show last week at Social.
How'd it go?
It went really well. So, we had 2 hours of music we had to fill, right? And I'm of the mindset that if you have a 2-hour gig, you want to play 2 hours of music. You don't play 2 sets of 1 hour of music.
Oh,
you
whoa.
play 2 hours of music.
Solid.
That's kind of my philosophy on it. And you know why? Especially at a restaurant, because of the servers out there. Because they're going to have to listen to everything twice. It's like, no, I respect the service. I used to be in the service industry.
I see what you're saying.
It's like, I'm going to do the full show. So, and we had like 3 practice sessions.
Wow.
Together. Because she's traveling and stuff on like, summer and whatever. So, we were woefully unrehearsed, like underprepared.
Yeah.
But like we kind of had an idea of what we were gonna do.
And is she good on the fly?
Yeah, she was great. She was awesome. Good. And we just kind of crushed it. So at first I was a little like, okay, how's this gonna go?
Is Sarasota really paradise? It's pretty close.
It's pretty cool. It's old though. It's like so old.
I feel like it's like Maui. It's like the methadone version of Maui. Continue.
That's interesting.
Continue. Sorry.
Yeah. So I felt like we were under rehearsed. I was like, I don't know if I'm going to enjoy this so much. I'm just got to gut through it. But then once we started doing it, we started vibing. It was actually nice. I kind of like laid back a little bit.
Relaxed. You caught the vibe of what was going to happen.
Yeah.
And you guys are on the same page. That's good.
I kind of made a connection with one of the waitresses.
Of course you did.
Oh,
Jeez.
dude, it was awesome.
She'll be on this channel next week.
Yeah, she probably will. I don't know if she can sing yet. I'm going to find out, though. I got to go.
Doesn't matter, does it?
Yes.
Cheers.
Cheers to that.
Cheers to that.
Yes.
How long? One of the questions that came in was how long have you been playing? 26 years now.
17 years. 17 years.
Oh,
I guess.
Yeah. It says about his aha moment. Trey hitting the D note. Yeah. Okay, hold on, let's read back on, go back, because that's something about Trey on a stage, my man. Had a big aha moment when Stich told us about his aha moment of Trey hitting the D note on the D chord in, hey Chris, in the song Waves. I'm probably going to do an In the Mind of Trey Anastasio for the song Waves. I don't want to be like the Fish and Grateful Dead guy, even though I love him. I want to be like all around, but like every time I pick a song, I'm like, oh, it's the Fish song. Like, I love it. Anyway.
So, all right, so he said the sound was kind of bad at his gig.
Oh, okay.
Is what he said.
Sounds bad.
And you made a few mistakes. Which, here's the other thing. If you ever make a mistake,
Don't
just
admit
keep
it.
going like
Don't
you didn't make a
it.
mistake, like you meant to do it. Which maybe you already did. That's actually probably the best skill you can have as a live musician.
I will tell you.
Because there's going to be mistakes. It doesn't matter.
That's where I'm the worst, because, like, I don't get upset I made a mistake. I laugh, but I smile. And people are like, you shouldn't smile when you make a mistake. I'm like, I don't give a crap. But, like, the audience knows it. Like, Trey from Fish, you know when he messes up, because he'll be like, you know. But me, I like go like, oh man, there was a missed opportunity right there, and I kind of chuckle. But like you take like Jimmy Page, who like messes up, and he just keeps going. Like he's just like, there's no flinch. So if you mess up, you can't show it.
Just keep going.
Keep going.
Just keep going. Whatever. You can laugh at it.
And here's the thing, man.
You laugh at the audience like they're the ones that made the mistake.
Listen, your sound is going to. Yeah, right. Yeah. You heard that wrong. The sound is going to suck until you actually have your own soundboard and a person who can do your sound for you. The sound's gonna suck.
See, that's another thing, is like I had to run sound myself for it, which I've got the mixer to my left, and then like you start playing and it's feeding back the first song, and it's like like mess with. So that's tough. So yeah, sound thing is cool. If you can kind of do a sound check, that's super helpful. Yeah. Sometimes you can't, depending on the venue. Sometimes you can't. You just got to go with it, roll with it.
If you do have time for a sound check, please bring someone, because you can't sound check yourself. You have to have someone else standing out there, and they have to tell you bass high. And you need like that roadie. You need someone who believes in you and to come, and you got to pay them a little bit for just getting your sound balanced, and helping you pack up. I mean, that's important. But someone out there listening and saying bass low, mids high, cut this, can lower the guitar, that's going to help you feel more comfortable in your performance, knowing that it sounds better to the people being presented.
Another aha moment that will help you with maybe performance anxiety: nobody cares.
Nobody cares.
Nobody cares. Trust me,
exactly,
nobody cares. It's like, and that's not a bad thing.
Unless you're playing like Madison Square Garden.
Yeah.
Nobody cares.
And even then, still people don't care.
It's all live entertainment.
Yeah. If you go to see your favorite band and they mess up, do you really care? Are you really gonna care?
Yeah, no.
Whatever. It's actually experience.
Well, actually,
it's more fun when they do. Probably.
It is. I was saying when you go see Fish and there's an obvious, everyone cheers and laughs because
yeah, exactly. Whenever there's a mistake, everybody loves it. They eat that stuff up.
Yeah, of course.
Especially like at a place, especially like a restaurant gig or something, where maybe you're just kind of like the ambiance.
Yeah.
Nobody cares. Just do your thing, man. Just whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
If you mess up, whatever. Be like, this is a jazz version of it. And empty your wallet.
That's the one thing that, like, a lot of my, the jazz musician simulation. A lot of my friends who are like performers, like professional performers that play like the restaurants and stuff, they get like upset. Like when people aren't clapping after every song.
They're not there. They're not there.
It's like, no, that's not the point. Yeah, they're paying you to, like, don't take that personally.
Yeah, they're not walking in. No offense. If you're playing, you have to realize you have to realize what your role is. People are not going out to dinner to see you. They're going to dinner to have dinner.
Sure.
And you're going to be the filler from the awkward silences from them being married for 30 years and not talking to each other.
There you go.
You know, so like that's what you're going to be. I'm just kidding. What's
going on, Gloria?
Oh, hey, Gloria. So you have to realize your role. Are we getting bit up by mosquitoes right now?
I'm actually not too bad.
There's one.
Are you pretty bad?
That's okay. I'm sweet as sugar.
See, that's all right. That's the paradise lost for me about Sarasota.
Yeah, mosquitoes
is the bugs. Bugs can get kind of intense.
Bugs are everywhere.
Yeah, bugs are everywhere, I guess. Wedding bands. You know,
my
did you ever
best
play?
friend, my best friend's parents were in a wedding band. They were so good.
Really?
And the guitar player was so effing good. Yeah, and like sometimes like, you know, wedding bands kind of have it. Not for nothing. Like, you're at a point in your life where you don't need to be famous, but you can get out, you can go and you can play and have fun and play songs that you like and get paid for it and go home and not worry. So like,
and everybody's in a good mood. They're at a wedding. They've got a great audience most of the time.
I mean, and it's entertainment. I mean, I think wedding bands are the most. You want to hear us play? We'll play.
Upstairs.
Low battery guitars are upstairs. You hear us play when we do our professional videos.
Yeah, we'll do more.
Yeah, absolutely. I forgot what I was saying.
Very big into country. You like
country? You know, I kind of actually I'm gonna make a video between country and bluegrass. I think it's cool. Yes,
go for it.
I will. I will. Yeah, country's good.
I don't listen to a lot of country.
Well, it has to be what kind of country? Like early country?
Like Hank Williams? Hank Williams is the man.
Yeah, I'm gonna bit up like crazy.
I love some Hank Williams.
Oh my god.
Modern country? I don't know.
Modern country, no. Early country, yes.
Wheeler Walker Jr. There's a Walker Wheeler Jr. That's worth checking out, maybe.
Any thought in James Taylor tuning? Does he have a tuning?
I thought he just mostly played stuff in the key of D.
I thought that he
with capos.
Yeah, the capo stuff. I don't know. James Taylor is the most underrated guitar player ever. He's a monster. Oh no, thank you for the compliment. It's great. What's the price?
Yeah, Walker Jr. Yeah, we got to.
What? Chet Atkins is absolutely
Walker
awesome.
Wheeler Jr. Man, you got to.
Who's Walker Wheeler Jr.?
He's like this country guy.
Does this mean the pool's finished? Nope.
Yeah, tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow morning, the final production of me flopping around inside of a pool with no water, like a naked seal, trying to smooth out the liner.
I think we should have a bitchin' pool party to open that sucker
nobody on this wants to see me with my shirt off. I promise you that.
You don't have to be shirtless for a pool party. Just have a party.
That's true.
Plus, it's like above ground, right?
It is above ground.
So you need a mozzie net.
What's a mozzie?
Like a mozzarella net?
What's a mozzie net?
Like a cheese thing?
I don't know. I don't like what's coming though. It doesn't sound like. It sounds like a setup.
Mozzie, yeah, that sounds like an insult.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure. He doesn't need a mozzie. You need a mozzie net. Yeah.
Steve Vai the best? No. Steve Vai is not the best. Sorry. I don't mean to sound rude. He's good, but he's not the best. Yeah, for mosquitoes. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I mean, look, there's one on me right now. These mother effers. This is going to start slapping the crap out of my thing.
Tommy Emmanuel. Just legend. Like the man.
Tony Emmanuel.
Tony the Tiger? Yeah, Tony the Tiger Emmanuel.
Yeah, the guy's nasty. Nasty. Steve Vai is from Long Island, but it doesn't mean he's the best. I'm from Long Island as well, and I think he's a very good guitar player, but...
Here's the thing. I mean, when it comes to, like, technical skill, like, nobody's better than Steve Vai. Technical skill-wise. I personally... No, hell no. No, Vai's better.
How many Steve Vai songs have you listened to?
I've listened to a few. Enough. One of my kids is like super into it. One of my students is like super into. Okay, whatever. Again, I'm not a huge Steve Vai fan. I'm saying technically nobody's like much better than Steve Vai.
Hum a Steve Vai melody for me.
Oh, how about that?
What's the name of the song?
For the Love of God.
Okay, how about another one?
Well, no, I just did it. I just did it.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's what I'm talking about right there. Thank you, Steve Vai. Yeah.
Give me that back.
Yeah, but how I judge a great guitar player is their writing, their songwriting,
yeah.
Putting it together, stuff like that.
Oh, Johnny Winter is the man. I love Johnny Winter.
Sure.
That guy's
probably nobody's better than him.
Yeah.
It's like, what are you like classifying like the best?
I mean, what was it? Rory. Oh my God, Rory
Gallagher.
Yes.
Okay.
Wow. Did you?
I don't know.
Yes, that guy. Yeah, good job. Mm-hmm. That guy's mean as a mean.
So many great ones out there.
Yeah, I mean, so it's all what resonates with you. Yes, we got it. Sorry,
Gallagher.
I don't know anything. Rory Gallagher, the guy is awesome. Awesome, Paul Simon.
Huge
love Paul Simon.
I love Paul Simon too.
Paul Simon.
I don't love Paul Simon like Ian loves Paul Simon, but I love Paul Simon.
No, I think he's such a terrific songwriter. My mandatory road trip CD or album is Live in Central Park. That will put me through anything. I mean, I think I saw him live many years ago. Paul Simon is just a terrific songwriter. I think that he's so unique. He's so modest in his songwriting. Yeah. So unique because he's so modest and he's using like natural chords, but in such cool ways.
Did you get Wi-Fi in your office yet?
No.
You were looking for Wi-Fi in your office?
In the
studio?
The studio, yeah.
No, of course not. Absolutely not.
Not gonna happen.
This place has been run down.
Yeah. Sand everywhere.
Suboptimal work. Yeah, sand everywhere.
Yeah.
Line 6 boxes lining the hall.
Well, I was just making sure they weren't going to return them.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay.
Yeah. It's cleaned up now.
Jimmy Buffett a hack?
No.
No, man. He gives people what they want.
Larry Lalonde is the most underrated, most excellent guitar player out there.
Wow. I don't even know Larry Lalonde.
He's a guitar player for Primus. The guy is amazing at making things sound awkward. All of his guitar lines are so awkward and weird, and that takes such talent. And it's such talent. You know, it takes if you don't like Primus, that makes sense because he uses everything's all diminished. Everything's flat fives, everything's flat thirds, everything's flat sevens. Wow. All of his lines are so awesome, but they don't. It's like I don't know. He has such an ear for dissonance. It's so good.
How many guitar lessons do we do a week?
Yeah, I'm cheap.
He's cheap, Sean Daniel.
How many guitar lessons do we do a week? Oh my God, I'm at 50 or something.
Yeah, dude, I'm at like 25. He cranks them out.
Well, you do other things. Yeah.
Yeah, I do a lot of.
You do a lot of things.
Stuff too,
I just sit and teach all day. Oh, that was my hip.
50 a week though that's insane.
That is insane.
Like do you know all your students' names?
Yeah, of course. Except for that guy.
And I'm not
Except for that guy.
Someone who's cheap never wages 50. Yeah.
This guy's going.
Guess where my $50 went? Back
right
in
his pocket.
Yeah, sure.
Don't take it out. Whoa. Yeah. By the way, you're now $20 lighter. Just pick your pocket.
Yeah, right.
There's this amazing hole in the clouds. Do you see that? That's nuts. You can't see it. I'm getting bitten up. We're gonna go. We're gonna go. We're gonna have a podcast coming.
How do you develop vocal melodies for your songs?
Man,
that's a good one.
Hum.
That's a really hard one to kind of explain because I kind of just like. I just do it. You know what I mean? There's not like it's tough. What?
Predict the opener. Sorry. Predict the opener to Fish's Baker's Dozen. You know what Fish's Baker's Dozen is?
No.
They're playing 13 shows in a row at Madison Square Garden. And so
13 shows.
And they're not repeating
13
anything.
Nights in a row?
13 nights in a row.
Wow.
So predict the opener. Oh my God, I don't know. That's a good. I don't know. That's. I'm gonna. They have something up their sleeve. Whatever it is, it's the first. What's the first song off their first album? Junta? I don't know.
I'm gonna say Horn.
Oh, that'd be great.
This is my favorite.
No, I'd say the Fluffhead. They're gonna come out with Fluffhead and Fluff Travels. Let's do it.
Favorite key?
G.
Really?
Yeah.
In the past I've said
A.
A.
What is that thing? Do you see? That was like a monster thing.
A probably is my favorite key. F is growing on me. I think I might be a key of F major guy.
You think so?
I might be an F boy. Yeah.
And we're done.
It might be. That's how we're gonna end it. Brought to you by Kavita.
Cheers. Cheers. I'm out.